You are really close to me. I'm not used to that. Okay, hello, it's Laura. I'm still French. If you know me, you are not surprised by this introduction. If you don't know me, you can go on my channel. I'm making reaction videos about Game of Thrones, The 100, Peaky Blinders, Viking, The Walking Dead and Riverdale. And that's because of that I'm doing this video, because I just finished Peaky Blinders. It was such a good show. I'm in love with the Shelby's family. If you want to see my reaction videos about that, I'm gonna put a link. I don't know where it is. And soon also Game of Thrones is gonna end. When I'm filming this video, I just watched the episode 5. I'm still shocked and sad because of the episode 5. I'm gonna put a link about that also. And Riverdale just ended, so yes, I have free time, if you can say that, to watch new shows. So I'm making this video to tell you what shows I'm watching. If you want to give it a try, to have a new show to discover, you can pick some of them. And also the shows that I am watching and I can try to make reaction videos about, and the shows that are in my wish list and that I want to watch. So it's really like giving you advice to watch a new show, to discover a show, or to give a new chance to a show that maybe you gave up on, and also to discuss with you on what shows that I can make reaction videos now about, shows that I'm already watching or shows that I want to watch since a long time now. So let's go! Okay, so I made a list on my phone. I have 54 shows that I have to talk about, so I'm gonna try to be quick. I'm gonna begin with the shows that I am already watching, but I know that I'm not gonna react to, because I don't think that my reaction about this show can be interesting for you to see, but there are good shows, so if you want to discover a new show, you can give it a try. Okay, 3%. If you like dystopia, you're gonna love this show. You have to watch it in the original version, that really gives a color on this show. You can see how the dystopia represents also how people on favelas can see those who have the best things and the power, and who represents the 3% of the population that have it all. The process that the people take on the show when they have 20 years old, this process can lead them to be on the 3% of the population that are succeeding. So yes, if you like dystopia, if you like Hunger Games, things like that, you're gonna love it. Okay, number 2, American Crime Story 1 and 2. We already know the story, but it's really well done. It's about the assassination of Versace and the trial of O.J. Simpson. And for persons like me, French viewers or stranger viewers, it was great to discover those stories in a show well produced and well written, so yes, it was great. Number 3, American Vandal. Okay, it's really a show that you can binge watch in only one day if you have the time, because it's really like you're not gonna have any headache, I don't know how to say it, because it's a comedy with teenagers who are trying to do weird investigation, but like in season 1 the investigation is about who drew dicks on cars, and on season 2 the investigation was about who gave laxatives to everyone on the school. So yes, it's really a comedy show, and if you want to clear your head, to just chill and think about nothing really, it's a show for you. Number 4, Annie with an E. I didn't know the story about this little girl before I discovered this show because here in France I didn't hear anything about it, but I really fell in love with this show really quick because it's a sweet show, really, it's a feel-good show, and it's really like inspiring for people who loves to read, who love to write. Bad stuff happens also during it, but she's brave, she has hope, she loves life, all about life and all the beautiful things that life can be. So yes, it's really a sweet show, a feel-good show for me. Number 5, Baby. I just discovered that show and I was surprised by it because at the first sight you can think that it's just an high school show, but it's really more than that, it's darker than that. It's talking about teenagers doing prostitution, drugs, and I like the fact that they are really exploring each characters. They are not leaving anyone behind, so really it's a good show. It's not just a high school show, it's more than that. Okay, number 6, Better Call Saul. I loved Breaking Bad, so of course I had to watch this show. It's really nice to discover how Jimmy McGill became Saul Goodman, and also how each character that we knew on Breaking Bad appeared in his life and changed also with him. So yes, it's great for if you are fans of Breaking Bad, you can like Better Call Saul. Number 7, Big Little Lies. We already had shows about a group of women, we saw a lot of them, but nothing to compare with this one. This is not Sex and the City, this is not Desperate Housewife, this is maybe Desperate Housewife, Desperate and Distressed and Secret Housewives. The violence that women can endure is not hidden at all, and it's good to see that on a show with this publicity and with those actresses, those big and wonderful actresses, to explore a subject like that. It's really great. Number 8, Bodyguard. You can see this show like an Homeland, but a Britain Homeland, with Carrie and Brody merged to be the bodyguard David. David is having the ultra emotional side of Carrie, the PTSD of Brody, the search of the truth by a government agent like Carrie, and also the desire of revenge like Brody, at least on the first episode of this one season of Bodyguard. And all along the first season we are really hesitating on this main character, which side he is. And yes, if you like shows like Homeland, you're gonna love this one. And it's also surprising. I'm not gonna spoil you anything, but you can have surprise and cliffhangers. Number 9, Dark. It was presented at first like a German Stranger Thing, and no, it's really not for me. It's not just because you have kids on bikes that means that you can compare the two of them. It's a lot more darker and a lot more realistic than Stranger Things. It's also a fantastic show, so you have to keep an open mind. Like really, I'm not gonna spoil you anything, but the choice that the writers took with the story, it's mind-blowing because of what it means. I can't really explain you without saying any spoilers, but I felt the same after the revelations on Westworld. At least the first revelation on Westworld. So really, if you want to be surprised by a show, by a dark show, you can like Dark. Number 10, Dear White People. I love this show because yes, really I'm discovering things that I never had to live like racism, like being ostracized. So maybe it's because of that I love this show, but it's also because of the way that they are written the show. Each episode is about one character, and we are really exploring each one of them, and we are really caring for them really quick. It's really like I'm in empathy with the character on just 2 episodes. So if you like shows that are speaking about society subjects and all of that, you can like this show. Number 11, Downton Abbey. I discovered this show in December of last year, and it's maybe the best time of the year to discover a show like that. It's an history show, maybe we can say. It's about a family and the evolution of this family with years, the relationships between them. You know me, I love that kind of show, like I love Peaky Blinders, Vikings and all of that, but it's another history show that you can't compare Vikings, Peaky Blinders and Downton Abbey, because Downton Abbey is more a sweet and feel-good history show. I just have to hear the generic and I'm gonna be relaxed, and really it's a sweet and feel-good history show. Number 12, Elite, or maybe Elite in Spanish. It's another high school show, but it's an high school show that is not in the USA, so it's already a good reason for just trying it. To watch it in Spanish, it's a better way of getting involved in it, and the investigation about who murdered the girl, it's a way of staying in it, maybe to know the answer. I'm not a fan of every choices that the writers made with this show, because some really felt like telenovelas, like maybe too drama for me, but it's still a good show for a high school show. It's still a good show. Number 13, Glow. It's a show about women, about a lot of women, about women who are not talking about men, about women who are trying to get what they deserved, who are fighting for it, who are exploring a new way of expressing themselves, who are showing everyone who they really are. How can I not love a show like that? You know me. Okay, number 14, Grey's Anatomy. Yes, I'm still here. I'm still watching this show. Yes, the first seasons were really great, and after the dramatic seasons with the plane, with the hostage taking, with all of that, we had not so good seasons. They were really just repeating what already worked, so it was not really great. But this season, I felt this season like really a return on the basics of the show, with them exploring modern subjects, society subjects like migrants, gender identity, big questions like that, really. And for a show like that, to be able to talk about it, it's a reason enough to give it a new chance. If you quit this show, you can really give it a new chance. They are really trying to explore subjects like that. You can give it a new chance. I'm giving them this chance because also I want to know how it's gonna end. Number 15, Homeland. It's going to be the 8th and the final season for the show, so yes, I lost Carrie at some point, I don't know where really, but the subject explored by the show, the national security and how to keep it, I like that. I like to see how it's happening, so I stayed, and now I want to know how it's gonna end. That's the final season, so really I can't see how Carrie, after all of that, can just have a normal life with a daughter. I don't know. We'll see. Number 16, Insatiable, or Insatiable maybe in English. It's really like, at first you can think this is only a teenage or high school show, a comedy show, and yes, in some way it's about that, but with the fact that you are losing with the characters, you are getting attached to them, and after a few episodes you can really see that this show it's really deeper than just a comedy or a teenage show. It's really about accepting who you are for who you are with your body, but also with your sexuality. It's really exploring bad and deep subjects about society. Just if you are not convinced by what I just said because you gave up after the 2 first episodes, please try more. If after the episode 10 you are not convinced by this show, okay, you can give up. I'm not gonna be mad with you, but please try more to get to know this show more, because it's really more than just a teenage show, a comedy show. It gave me chills more than just one time. Okay, number 17, Jessica Jones. It's maybe the only show with a superhero that I watch and that I like. Maybe because she's not really a real superhero, like we can describe it. She's a mess, really, and I like that about her, because you know, it's not too much. She's not a drama queen, she's a mess but not a drama queen, and this is not a sunny and feel-good show like superhero show can be. And they have a villain. The villain on the show is David Tennant. He's so good at being a villain. Just because of that, you have to try it. Number 18, Mindhunter. It's a procedural show, maybe we can say that. It's about the early days of psychology, of criminal psychology and criminal profiling, and it's really good to see how it happened really. And the characters on themselves, they are not really interesting, but not enough to keep me in it, at least. But really, this story about the criminal profiling, it's interesting, and they are interviewing serial killers to be able to understand what they are doing and why they are doing what they did. So really, it's really interesting because of that. Number 19, On My Block. It's maybe like Insatiable, or Baby. At first sight, you can think that this is just a comedy show, this is just a show about teenagers, but you have to give it a try, because it's really not just about that. Okay, it's about teenagers, but they have real issues on their community. They have to deal with gangs, with drugs, not being sure to be safe at home and all of that. So okay, the majority of the show, it's a comedy show, it's making you laugh, but it's really not all of that, and the loss is just here to falling in love with those characters, to care for them when they are in bad positions. So it's a good show, and it's also a good show to binge watch in one day or two. I like this show. Number 20, Pretty Little Liar the spin-off, The Perfectionists. I'm not gonna talk a lot about it because we are just at the beginning of the season 1 of this spin-off. For now, I'm like, I'm not sure of it, but because it's a spin-off and because I loved Pretty Little Liars, it was my guilty pleasure, so I want to try it. So if you didn't know that this spin-off exists, you can watch it. And also the only characters who are staying from the original are Alison and the wonderful Mona. So really, if you liked Pretty Little Liars, you can like the spin-off. Number 21, Runaways. So okay, in fact I loved 2 shows about superheroes. Jessica Jones was not a real superhero, and Runaways, Marvel's Runaways, were teenagers learning to be superheroes. It's a nice show, it's an easy show really to watch. The characters are not so cliches that they seem to be at the beginning, and I'm liking this show more because of the characters than because of the storylines, because really the characters, they are kind, they are nice, you can love them really quick, and they are not so cliches, they are great, I think. Number 22, Secret City. If you like shows like Bodyguard or Homeland, you're gonna love this one also. This time it's in Australia and it's about a journalist that is discovering a big story involving the government. So yes, if you like Homeland and Bodyguard, you can like Secret City, and I love the actress that plays that journalist. It's Anna Torv from Fringe, if you know this show. So if you want to give it a try, you can. Number 24, The End of the Fucking World. You can't say for even 1 minute that this show is a teenage show. No, it's about bad teenagers who are doing bad stuff in their bad lives. Or maybe it's just about lost kids who are trying hard to figure it out what their place in this world is. They have baggage, so they are trying, but not in the good and the easy way. It's dark, but it's funny. It's a little weird. I like this show for how they wrote it, really. Number 25, The Good Place. I think that you already know what The Good Place is about. When you are in heaven, you are supposed to be happy, but in this show, this is not the case. I'm not gonna talk more about it because I don't want to tell you spoilers, but the ending of the season 1 was good, the season 2 was still great. I'm not sure about the season 3, if I love it or not. We'll see on season 4 if I'm still gonna be really excited about this show or not. Number 26, The Handmaid's... It's hard to say in French. The Handmaid's Tale. It's another dystopia. It's a sexist dystopia where women are wife or slave, and that's it, that's all. You can be work slave or sex slave because this is happening in a world where having a baby is really complicated, so being a fertile woman, it's a bless. No, it's not a bless, it's a slave. Really. So to see one of those women trying to escape, it's stressing, it's heartbreaking, it's also annoying because you want her to be able to kill them all already, and I'm not gonna spoil it again, but it's getting better. I can say that. Number 27, the magicians. Magicians, I don't know how you can say it in English. It's really, I'm not sure that I can say that I like this show, I love this show, but really it's maybe the only show that I am watching because I find it so weird, but weird in a good way, really. The choices that the writers are taking with this show, you have to do it, really. To be able to write all of that, really they have to smoke in the writing room. I can't see another way to write it, but it's really good at the end. Really, they are making good lines, good choices, good characters. It's always surprising. It's really a weird show, but in a good way, and they are always surprising me with every choice that they made. Really, I can't say that I love this show and I love those characters, but I love the way that they are writing it, really. So yes, really, it's like I'm amazed by how far this show is going. If you want to feel like that, give it a try. Number 28, This Is Us. And I'm watching this show because I'm crying at each episode. And yes, this is a good reason to watch a show, because I'm not just crying because I'm sad, I'm also crying with tears of joy, and it's a story about a family that can be mine, that can be yours, and it's really working with me with the subjects that they explored. So it's also one of those family feel-good show that you can love quickly. Number 29, Young Sheldon, because I'm watching The Big Bang Theory. I just watched the final episodes of The Big Bang Theory. At first I was like, I'm not gonna make reaction videos about it because I'm not really reacting a lot in front of comedy shows, but I give it a try and I make a reaction videos for those final episodes of The Big Bang Theory. If you want to see it, I'm gonna put a link about it. So about Young Sheldon, in France we have shows like that are family shows and that we are watching during lunch. I don't know if you have those kind of shows in USA or on other countries, but it's really shows like Malcolm in the Middle or Step by Step when I was a little girl, or even the shows The Middle. So yes, Young Sheldon is really a show like that you can enjoy during a moment with your family. Okay, so now this is the shows that I am already watching and that I can react to. I might give it a try to watch the episode 1 of the new season to film me, and if it's good, if I think it can be interesting for you to see those kind of reaction videos, I can post it. So I'm gonna talk to you about those shows, and if some of them you are already watching them and you want me to make reaction videos about it, tell me that on the comments. 13 reasons why. The season 1 was like a revelation for me, not because it was exploring the subject of the girl who lived harassment and finally killed herself. I'm not spoiling anything. This is on the trailer of the season 1 of this show, and even on the title of it, so really I'm not spoiling anything, but it was a revelation for me because of the way of writing it, with each character having one episode for each one, and each episode being a reason for this girl to give up. The season 2 was good also, but not as good as the first one, in my opinion. But they can surprise us during the next one. I don't know. I know that I can react a lot during an episode of 13 Reasons Why, so I can try. Black Mirror. I'm not gonna talk to you about Black Mirror because you already know, I'm sure, what is it about. How can we resume this show? It's exploring the bad stuff that people can do with the new technologies. It's an amazing show, it's always surprising, and really I know that I'm reacting a lot during this show, so maybe it can be interesting for reaction videos. Fear the Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead. I am already making reaction videos about The Walking Dead, and even if I didn't love Fear the Walking Dead for the first season, because really it took some time to find its own identity, but now I'm in love with this show, with those characters, maybe because some of the writers of The Walking Dead are now in Fear the Walking Dead team of writers. We can really see a change from the first seasons to now. They changed the way of filming, the way of writing, the choices that they made. It's really good to see how they change it all, close to all. So yes, now I love those characters and I care for them, so why not give it a try also. La Casa de Papel. I don't know if in USA or other countries you know this show. It's a Spanish show, and in France it was really like a buzz when it was out on Netflix. It's a show about a group of people preparing to make a robbery, so you can see it at a Spanish Ocean's 11 for this part, and after that this is the robbery. So I love that kind of show when they are in a closed space. We have intensity, we have big surprises during it, so really it was a good show. The end was really good, and I'm not sure that they can do better for the new season, but they can keep to be at the same level, so I want to see that. And I think, yes, that can be a good show for reaction videos. Mr. Robot, it's gonna be the final season, and I love this show. It makes me think about a lot of things. When I'm watching this show, I'm really like talking and reacting a lot. I know that. It's really like at the end of each episode, I don't know what to do with myself, really. Each big reveals on this show left me speechless. So yes, I think that's another show that can be interesting for reaction videos. Sherlock. I binge watched this show maybe on only 2 days, like that. Okay, it's easy because there are not so much episodes to catch up, but there are long episodes, and it also means how much I fall in love with this show and with the duo Sherlock Watson. This bromance, I'm all for it, really. It's the ultimate romance, I think. So yes, maybe why not give it a try also. Stranger Things. At first, I didn't want to see that show because everybody was talking about it and I was like, you are talking really too much about it, it's too much. I didn't want to give it a try. And when everybody stopped to talk about it like that, like this is the best show of my life, calm down, it's a show. So when everybody stopped that hype about Stranger Things, I began to watch it, and at first I found it great, and then I found it awesome, and at the end I'm in love with those kids. I really don't want anything bad to happen to them, and I'm really stressed for this new season. So why not give it a try also for reaction videos. Veronica Mars! Veronica Mars, it was really my hero, my heroine maybe in English, during the time when I was a teenager. That was a girl who wasn't afraid to tell what she thought to everyone. She had the balls to do all the things that she wanted to do. She was not afraid also to have feelings. She was defending herself. I was really enjoying this show. I loved Veronica really big. I loved her really, and I was not really satisfied by the movie. It was too easy, it was nice, it was full of wings for the fans, so it was nice. I cannot wait to see this new season, this revival for Veronica, and I cannot wait to hear her with the voice on off tell us, you know what people say, Veronica Mars is a marshmallow. Oh, I cannot wait! I cannot wait, really, I cannot wait to hear her saying that. Westworld. I saw the movie Westworld a few months before the show began, so when I was watching the first episode of this show, I was like, can you surprise me? I know the story. And yes, it surprised me a lot. Every big reveals on this show left me like, what? Really like speechless, like what is happening right now? I don't know, I don't understand. The season 1 was brilliant, really. The season 2 was not as good as, but it's almost the case for every shows like that. But it's still surprising each time, and yet I think that can be a good show also to make reaction videos about. I have also a wish list about the show that are indeed or still in production that I want to see for years now, for seasons, and I never had the time to give it a try. And some of them can be interesting for reaction videos, I think. So maybe if you know that show, you can tell me if it will be really a good choice for reaction video, and if you can be interested to see that. Also, you can tell me if you want to discover it with me. On that wish list, I have Killing Eve. I saw some pictures and some things about this show that I can love. Legion, you know me, I'm not a fan of superhero shows, but I saw the trailer of this one and it can be interesting, I think. I never give it a try for Mad Men, Oz, 6 Feet Under, or Twin Peaks, or Sons of Anarchy. That can be... I want to try those shows, and I think that can be interesting for reaction videos, but there are shows that are already end it, so can it be interesting for you to see it? I don't know. Tell me if you think it can be interesting for you. Also, Narcos, Outlander, Shadowhunters, and some of you already suggested me new shows on the comments, and one of them was Taboo. I watched the trailer of this show and I loved the environment about this show. It's a show produced by Tom Hardy, with Tom Hardy, but also produced by Ridley Scott, and it's created by Steven Knight, the creator of Peaky Blinders, so I can really like this show. So yes, tell me if one of the shows that I already watched can interest you for new reaction videos, or if one of the shows that I put on my wish list can be also interesting for you. Also, if you have other shows in mind that I didn't say during this video, please tell me. You can put in a comment a short description about this show, and I will watch the trailer and maybe I can pick this one. I'm really not sure about how long this video is gonna be, and it's the first video that I'm making that is not a reaction video, so if you are still here, thank you, really. Yes, really, I'm not sure about how long this video is gonna be. I'm sorry if it's too long, really. So we're gonna stop. It's all for me now, so bye for now. Bye.